Hello everyone and welcome back. Today I thought we'd do the half treble crochet stitch, and just to not confuse people, I live in the UK. I'm actually from England, and I live in the West Midlands, just a little bit outside Birmingham, that kind of direction. So to save me confusing everybody, I am going to do another video explaining all the different stitches, all the different names for the stitches, sorry, not the different stitches, because I use British terminology. I don't use American, even though I was taught using American terminology, but I do prefer the English. It's kind of going back to my heritage kind of thing. So today we're going to do the half treble, which is my favourite stitch of all time. Absolutely love it. So easy, and I just think it's a really nice stitch to work. So I've just chained 15 or 16, I can't remember. And all we're going to do is wrap the yarn around, and then we want to go in from the second stitch from the hook. So there's your first one, there's the second one. We're going to go into that stitch, pull up a loop, and then pull the yarn through all three. Okay, that's your first half double crochet. Right, into the next loop. After you've wrapped your yarn, pull up a loop, pull through all, get through all three. Go in, get into the loop, wrap the yarn and pull through all three. And those are your half double crochets. I've recently, probably about, well, it's this morning now, just finished some hats that I did for my shop, and I sell them online, and I use this to make the ear flaps because it's not stiff, so because it's got a little bit of movement to it. Oops, get back in there, come on. Because it's got a bit of movement to it, I think it looks nicer than a single crochet. Well, it's called a double crochet in UK terms. It looks nicer than a double crochet because it's got, it's not so stiff, so it shapes better to the head. But yeah, I run on Facebook. I run a page where I make hats and blankets and toys and other different bits and pieces. So if you'd like to see some of the things that I've made, if you go onto Facebook and search for Katie's Handmade with Love, and that's my page, and yeah, you can order. I've got tons of stuff on there. I do custom hats. I do them in all sizes, blankets in a varying range of sizes, and if there's anything you like a custom order, or you see something that you like and I can try and recreate it, just let me know. Send me a message on Facebook, tell me that you've seen my YouTube videos, or even leave me a message or a comment in the description box and I'll see what I can do. Right, so that's, we've half double crocheted across. To go up and turn, some people chain one, I personally chain two and turn. I think makes it easier. Now, in some patterns, when you're reading it, it'll say go into the second stitch, because this can count as your first stitch, this chain. But personally, I always go into the first stitch because I think it gives it more the chain gives it more stability, plus it's a straighter edge. And that's all we're going to do. We're going to wrap the yarn, go into the top of the stitch and yarn over and pull through all three. And it's really that simple, guys. Once you can get your head round the tension and holding your hook and everything, crochet is such a simple craft to learn, and it gives you so much enjoyment. As I said earlier, I made those hats and I did the 2 of them. It took me about a day to crochet the 2 of them and make all the little bits that go on. So yeah, I do get a lot of enjoyment from it, and obviously I get to make cute things for Harry, for my little boy. He's been decked out in all kinds of hats since he was born. So I've recently made a minion hat, and he's taken a fancy to that, but I've got to send those off. And I've also made a stitch hat, which he took a fancy to as well. So let's finish this row. There we go. Now at the end, you're going to see there's your stitch and there's the chain. You need to go into the top of the stitch, not the top of the chain, because if you go into the chain, it'll knock, your stitch will be too far over, so your work will be wonky. There you go. See? And then obviously once you go, I use this stitch for headbands because it's got a nice stretch to it, so you don't need to put elastic in. But if you make sure you work into the last stitch, not the chain, and then it'll be nice and straight. Right, so let's cut our yarn, and this is our little sample. And you can do big squares of these, like your little samples, and make them into a blanket. There's no stopping you, as long as you make sure you chain the same amount and you do the same amount of rows, you can chain them, you can do a blanket. So let's grab my hats that I made. As you can see, it's cold today, so I've got my jumper on. This was my stitch hat that I made for an order. I think it's dead cute. This should fit a 2-year-old, roughly. And then what else do we do? This is my minion hat. My little boy absolutely adores Despicable Me. So I'm trying to get the pattern to make the purple one because he loves the purple one. Also, I've got tons of pictures on everything that I've made on my on my Facebook page, sorry. So if you want to order anything, please let me know and I will get back to you. Thank you very much for watching and have a nice day.